Now let's see the Government of India Act 1935. This act was supposed to be a major reorganization of the Constitution of India. The act proposed to create a Federation of India consisting of British India and the Indian princely states. The Federation was to be inaugurated after the Instrument of Accession signed by the rulers of princely states. But the Federation never came into being as the princely states did not join it. Burma, hitherto part of British India, was now separated. Two new provinces, Bihar and Sindh, were created. Diarchy, which was introduced in provinces by the 1919 Act, was abolished under this Act. So instead of reserved and transferred subjects, all the provincial subjects were given to the popularly elected provincial legislative councils. Bicameral legislatures were introduced in the provinces of Madras, Bombay, Bengal, United Provinces, Bihar and Assam. Property qualification remained as the main basis of enfranchisement. That is, who could vote in elections was decided on the basis of their property. Even though the Federation did not come into being, Federal Court, Federal Public Service Commission, Federal Railway Authority were established. The Act was, however, silent about the dominant status. So how did the Congress respond? The Congress rejected the Government of India Act 1935. They demanded electing a Constituent Assembly based on adult franchise to frame the new Constitution of India. Now let's move on to the elections of 1937. The elections were held in February 1937. Congress swept the polls. Congress ministries were formed in 7 out of 11 provinces. Congress later formed coalition governments in 2 more provinces. So now only 2 other provinces had non-Congress governments, Bengal and Punjab. Punjab was under Unionist Party and Bengal was under Krishak Praja Party Muslim League coalition. In 1939, the Second World War broke out. Lord Linlithgow declared India to be at war without prior assent of the Central Legislature. The Government of India Act 1935 was amended and the central government was conferred with some emergency provisions. Provincial autonomy was restricted. Congress stated that it would support Britain in war only if they are granted independence. Viceroy stated that the question of granting independence can only be taken up after the war is over. So in October-November 1939, the Congress ministries in various provinces resigned. Now before we see how the struggle for independence moved forward during the Second World War, let's see how this period also saw the rise of socialism, communism, and more importantly, the rise of communalism in India.